All right, ready? 48. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Legacy Loading. This is episode 48. We got Elliot to the left of me and special guest, the Scrivenator.
Hey
Whoa.
Scrivenator is
Scrivenator's
wild.
new. Yeah, it's a new one. I don't even know. That's the first time I ever said that. But yeah, we got Scriv here, Elliot's here. And as you guys can tell by the title, this is 1 year of Legacy Loading. So you guys, some of you are new, some of you are been here since day one. But 1 fucking year. Today, 1 year ago today, we filmed the first episode, the Who is LT episode, which still gets views this day, which is really cool to me. But
That was at the old house before the
Old
flood
house,
happened, and we had to come here.
deer in the
everything.
back,
Yep.
fucking first pod. Mighty, shout out Mighty. He was the editor before Elliot. He was there in the beginning, like shout out to him. And it's just crazy. 1 year. Like I can't wrap my head around that.
Almost 50 episodes. So if you think about like weeks in the year, so
This is 48. So 52 weeks in a year, 48 episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
We did a few weeks where we did like 2 episodes. We had a yo, Aaron's home.
Yo!
Wanna hop on? It's all good. Nah, bro. I feel bad. I forgot to text you. Aaron just got here. You guys know Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 1 full year. We did 40 episodes. Missed a few weeks. We had a little like 3-week hiatus, but we made up for it. And I just want to say thank you if you're watching. If you've been with us since then, that's insane. But I'm excited for another full year of Legacy Loading.
Yeah, it's crazy, like, the amount of guests. Like, even, like, we think, like, oh, like, we could have gotten, C-Bum, all these people. Like, that'll probably happen eventually.
It's going to happen.
But think about who has already been on here. Like, CG, Max. Like,
Bro,
those are just to name a couple.
the first 10 episodes were, like, fucking legendary. Fucking Russ, Heidi, Max, Christian. Like,
And obviously, now when you're getting to, like, 48, 50 plus,
Mm-hmm.
like, you're starting to run some guests back and stuff like that, which is okay. Because now, instead of having, like, what's your name? What do you do? Type of things. Like, you're just having, like, actual conversation.
Yeah.
Which
Let's be honest. We know the views went down, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, the views in the beginning were a lot higher because Christian's on. It's obviously going to do better than an episode like something like this where it's more just conversation. But that's why I appreciate the people that tune in no matter what, because every episode you're going to get value. Every episode you're going to get entertained. You're going to get some type of motivation. And like that's what we care about.
My mom actually listens to all of your podcasts.
She does.
I swear to God.
See what I mean?
She loves that shit. You know what
We
I'm
have no age. We don't. That's it. Everyone loves Legacy Loading.
Swear.
Exactly.
Try to relate
It's
to
like an
everybody.
hour out of your day. You put it on when you're in the car driving to work. You're going home from the gym.
That's what I'm
I don't
saying,
know,
bro.
man.
Like podcasts I listen to, no matter who the fuck is on it, I'm gonna watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I stay up to date with all the episodes, and I just hope that Legacy Loading is that for you guys watching this right now. I hope that no matter who is on, you guys always tune in, always try to find a way to take something away from every episode. That's what we really want here.
I think it is safe to say too that like with any form of content podcast wise, like if you actually like pay attention into it and like actually listen to it rather than just like put it on in the background, kind of like have it on as like background noise, you're always going to get something out of it or take something away from it, whether it's an hour, 30 minutes or whatever. Like that might be in the first 5 minutes, that might be in the last 2 minutes. You never know.
No matter what, we try to somewhat motivate every
Exactly.
episode, somewhat entertain, like get something out of it.
Yeah.
There's some shit online that it's just a waste of your time. And I know you guys can agree, right? I stopped watching like nonsense. If I'm going to sit down, every now and then I'll watch a video that's just one off, but like I really try to watch something that's at least going to like teach me something or at least motivate me or something,
And if it's not that, you're swiping through and you just know, you just look at it and you're just like, this is just ass.
Getting
Swipe
some
again,
form
and
of
you just see
value.
it.
What podcast do you watch? Do you watch podcasts?
I watched Raw Talk.
I was on that shit.
And then I like.
Oh, wait. Bradley Martins?
Yeah.
Oh, 30 minute C-Bums.
And then.
It's
nah.
Raw You.
Yeah. And
Shout
then I
out Raw
also
You.
like Jay Lane's podcast.
Hell yeah. I love their pod.
It's like Potter or something.
Out of pocket.
Out of pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jay was here. I hit him up to come on, but he left this morning.
He's very short.
I'd love to. What?
I love Jay, but he's so short. I didn't realize how short he was. He walked up
Big
to
as
me.
fuck, though.
He walked up to me and I was like, dude, when we hit that leg day, I said, man, your leg's big as fuck. Why aren't you tall? I was like, you're like 5'7", 5'8". Nah, he's like 5'10", but motherfucker.
Not
tall.
that short.
Nah, he's probably like 5'8". That motherfucker's short.
He's like, he's probably like 5'8",
But he's dope as
5'9".
fuck. I thought he was tall as shit,
Nah,
for being honest.
Zay's tall.
Jay is tall.
But yeah, shout out Jay. We're gonna run that pod this year at some point.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely at some point. But 1 year, bro. Like, I look back and I think like this was just a thought, We used to just have conversations, and we were like, bro, why don't we make a podcast? Obviously, Harry and Dorian aren't here right now, but they were here in the beginning, and obviously it's going to rekindle. I promise you. Like, it's going to rekindle. It's all going to come back together, but I just did everything I possibly can to keep this pod alive, and I obviously could not do it without Elliot. Like, this is like a 2-man show that we just kept the engine fucking running, and it's something I love to do every week. I don't make $1 from this. I pay Elliot. That's all I do. I don't make anything from this. It's just something that I want to do long term, something I enjoy. And you guys watching this is just everything. The feedback, the messages, that's what makes it worth it for me. I'm not looking for money from this pod. Obviously, it'd be nice, some sponsors down the line. But right now, it's just, I'm doing this strictly because I love it. I love the feedback. Too many people tell me how much this pod helps them. So just for that reason alone, I will never stop doing it.
For sure.
On God.
There you go.
Oh, God.
Nice cough, bro. That's how you got to contribute to the pod. I'm just kidding. Scriv, what's up with you?
You
You just got your new job, right?
Yes. So I'm now a personal trainer at AlphaLion. A lot of things just started, actually. I was going to compete this year, called it off because I now have my clothing merch drop kind of thing coming up. I started online coaching, started personal training, and it's all coming in at once. So it's like a lot on my hands.
No, I like that because I consider you influencer, obviously, right? Social media influencer. But you're now realizing, like, okay, there's more I could do. Now I have this platform, right? Now it's like, okay, how could I use this platform to benefit me even more?
Yeah.
Online coaching, in-person coaching. Like, people
it's
want to, your value is people want to train with you.
Well,
You know
what I realized is I went to college to do, physical therapy. I want to be a physical therapist, want to stay around sports. And the whole goal has always been kind of just like watch like in person and watch hand in hand, like people benefit and like help people kind of thing. And I realized like with having the platform, like being an influencer is pretty fucking boring. You have your sponsors to post, but once you post, what do you do the rest of the day? You go work out once, you take some douchey pictures, call it a day. Shit's pretty fucking boring. I got tired of waking up at 2 p.m., going to gym at 4 p.m., and then being in bed at like 3 a.m. playing Fortnite and shit. Yeah. It's very boring. And with social media, like, of course, some people can scale their following and scale their platform really fast. And I feel like a lot of people have had like a moment where you can grow really fast, but it's just so hard to constantly go up 100K a month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do think it's safe to say that, like, when it comes to being an influencer wise, like, and you're a perfect example of this, like, you don't have to just make your majority of your income from sponsors. Like, would you say, can I ask, like, what's your main source of income right now?
So, okay, my main source of income is being an influencer. So I can 100% live off of being an influencer.
Well, I mean, like, as far as, like, is that from, like, sponsors? Is that from training?
Oh, yeah. So, no. Being an influencer includes every bit of promo or sponsor that I have.
Okay.
Under the LLC, like Matthew SCRIV.
Yeah.
Anything that goes into that is what I would consider being an influencer. Yeah, that's my main source. That's kind of what was the goal, what I built everything for. And then when I realized I had so much free time, I remembered kind of back to like what I really wanted to do, kind of how I wanted to stay around a helpful mindset. Like I love the mic'd up videos and it being like good, wholesome interactions kind of thing, but I feel like there's just so much more you can do on top of that. Yeah. And it's crazy how surprising videos are to some people of being nice. People are like, oh my God, there's no way. He gave him a nod. Like, it's such a great, who would do that?
Those are your best videos, the ones that are just like,
yeah, I know. But the thing is, you
POV
can never
videos.
plan those
You're not even
out.
looking at the camera.
You never plan them.
Yeah.
So you can't just like push those out,
Yeah.
And when it happens, you're like, oh, fuck, that's going to, that was great. And it's like, wow, I'm glad
people love seeing
that.
wholesome shit like that.
For sure.
I know I do. Like the one of you in the gym with that kid, the one that went super viral.
Yeah.
It's a great video. Like it just made me feel good. I was like, damn, that was dope.
And it reminds you of like how small like a little thing can do. And so you'll go in the gym the next day, you're like, oh, what's up? How you live today?
That's the point of content creation, bro. Bringing value, no matter what it is, just make someone happy, teaching someone something. But also, it's just good that you realize, like, bro, being an influencer, having a platform doesn't equal money.
Well, the thing is like,
it's what you're doing with your platform. I know plenty of people, 100K plus, like, they ain't making that much money.
Yeah.
I promise you that.
No, it wasn't like about, so I do personal training mostly 99% because it's just fun and enjoyable. I do online coaching because I think it's crazy to get a text that goes like, do other workout today. I've never had anything like this before.
Yeah.
The food is great. I feel perfectly this, blah, blah, blah. Like, that in a digital format is just, like, that's fucked to get a text like that. I think that's awesome. But I love, like, putting someone through a crazy-ass, like, back day or something like they have never trained that intense before. So most like 90% of the reason like why I do that is just because it's fun. I enjoy it. They enjoy it.
Yeah, bro. It's not even work to you, bro. It's just what do you do?
And it's like in my head, I think of it like if I was somebody's favorite influencer. Now, I'm not saying I'm everyone's favorite influencer, but I'm saying, you know, at the time, let's say it's C-Bum, how much would I pay to go work out with C-Bum? I feel like I'd charge very cheap compared to a lot of people, but it's like it's accessible and it's like something you wouldn't expect. I want to go to AlphaLion to visit and possibly see this guy. Fuck that. I'm going to go work out with him.
Yeah, it's an experience. I think
you're
it's
paying
for the whole, you're not paying just for the workout. You're paying for the whole experience of like meeting you.
It's like people can pay for like celebrities to like say happy birthday to them online.
Yeah,
right?
it's
like
like
that kind of thing.
Yeah, you're paying for the whole.
Cameo,
yeah. You're paying for the whole experience. Like, oh, you're gonna take some stories, maybe film some content, like, and they're part of it, and it's a lot more than just like sick back workout. You know?
And it's dope because if you come in for like the day, let's say, so I had a guy drive, I think it was 7 hours yesterday to come
just
in for
train with you?
a singular day workout. But you
suck
get the
them
day
off
pass
too?
free.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Wow.
7 hours?
So that's not on the contract.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
7 hours to train with SCRIV is crazy. If it was a girl,
I'm glad I knew my worth to LT. But yeah, so he did that, and he got
that's crazy.
You get a free day pass if it's your first time training with a trainer.
That's dope.
So
that's dope.
that was like, it's like an incentive. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
it's an incentive,
I got your day pass. Come on in, you're good. And then I feel like every time I went to AlphaLion, because YoungLA, I was going back and forth. We're talking like a year ago. I was going back and forth every 3 weeks between AlphaLion and college, and it was like I would show up, get a really shitty workout in, take a lot of pre-workout, get a really big pump, take a bunch of pictures that really didn't benefit me whatsoever because it was just the same pictures as I did in my YMCA. But
jeez.
Yep, I'm dying.
If only you had some water in front
but
of you.
yeah, it's like you can come to AlphaLion and actually like a crazy ass workout in,
Yeah.
and it's like way more than what you usually do at home. It's like it's a whole experience.
That's dope. Do you look up to the other trainers that are there? Do you ask them for advice? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, Taiwan is crazy good with like the whole business aspect of everything.
What's the best advice that they gave you so far?
Oh, goodness. Best advice they give me so far. Dude, I don't know. I don't know what it would. Well, it's probably just like stick to your niche. That's pretty common.
Find what
your audience
separates
is.
you from the other trainers. Like what?
Well, yeah. So, like for example, when you think of like a trainer, you probably think of like Joe Bro. He's a known trainer, and he's the certified glute builder kind of thing.
Yeah,
that's dope. But I'm not
yeah.
gonna make myself known for hitting legs with somebody because there's someone who has the title.
Yeah. So now you're trying to find what's your thing.
Well, mine's back, dude. If you pull up, my biggest thing in my body is my back. I trained it every single day without knowing what I was doing. Trained every day for 2 months straight, only hitting back every single day for baseball for the summer.
That's insane.
Because I saw on YouTube that if your forearms are big and your back is big, you can throw hard. So I did lat pull downs with a band in my warehouse gym, and I would just hold it there for about 30 seconds, do like 3 reps of that over and over again. Burnt out every day, 2 months straight. I threw like 9 mile an hour faster by the end of the summer. It was fucked.
Yeah, baseball workouts.
I also gained like 30 pounds, so that was a part of it too.
Yeah, baseball workouts are like. They're not really they're not bodybuilding at all. It's
Not
more
at all.
like bands and stuff like that.
It's very conditioning type workouts instead of like the hypertrophy base. But
that's crazy. But we gotta throw the ball around or something.
Dude, I don't even know.
AlphaLion needs to get some.
I know my shit's.
What do you call it? Like gloves and ball?
We need cages and like bat rack. You know, like that'd be sick.
Supposed to have a guy. We talked about that. Cody was trying to take us to a field.
You gotta let me know, bro. I'm there.
I do. He keeps hitting me up, but until
Saturday, I gotta get some
swings
swings in, bro. Shake the fucking rust off.
Put a little mic on, run that shit up. Mic'd up BP would be crazy.
All right, so not that I want to change like the topic.
No, change it up.
We're talking about like a year ago, stuff like that. Wise, I want to kind of go over like because I know a lot of the audience that watches this is a little bit younger, or people have gone through similar experiences stuff like that. A lot of people at the time in life now where it's like they see people doing well on social media. They're like, I want to do social media. I'm like going into college. Do I want to go to college? Stuff like that. So I want to take. I mean, I know you did 2 years of college, correct?
Yeah.
And you finished your associate's degree.
Yeah, I got my associate's.
Correct. You dropped out of college recently. I dropped out of college a while ago, but we dropped out for totally different reasons and at different points of that career, like of that like part of our career, I guess. So I'll let you go first, but like say why you did and like why that like was the decision made that you did, because I'm sure like a lot of people don't. I don't know how much you've talked about it on your social media.
Yeah.
Wait, did you?
I'm fully out of college.
Fully dropped out?
Yeah. So
congrats.
Well, let's think about like a year ago today. I was
Congrats. That's crazy.
A year ago today, I was at 2,000 followers on Instagram. And then over time, things really changed. And whenever August hit, I decided, I was like, look, I get really, really, I'm an extremist in my moods, or at least I used to be.
Yeah.
And if I'm in a sadder, lower toned environment kind of thing, it's gonna make me depressed as fuck. So whenever everything was going so well, we were making videos all the time, and it was leading up to August when we go back to college. I was like, look, there's no way I'm gonna go back, because I'm gonna go back, have all this go downhill. I'm gonna make shitty videos. I'm gonna have all these frat guys trying to ruin all my videos. I just love those guys, but that's it's funny, they would do that shit. I just did not want. I just knew that it would not be smart for me to go back, and so literally the day before the day ran up, or it was like the next day was the last day to sign up. You could switch to online school. So I switched to online school for another school. The school I went to was like a private med school. It was like fucking like $10K or $15K a semester.
Yeah.
Shit was ass. I paid $75.
Out here?
No, this is at Mercer University. It's a private med school.
Same place where Eric Ogle went to school.
Oh, yeah, Mercer, yeah.
Yeah. So I went there, but then I paid $75 a semester to do my online school. Cheap as fuck. I had a really good scholarship too.
$5.
Yeah, because the scholarship doesn't really count towards much whenever you're in a private school.
Yeah.
Because everyone there's smarter than you, literally. So I switched to online school. I was very studious and shit for the first semester, and the second semester hit, and I basically gave up, which is terrible, because I really saw a change in my plan. I was an influencer, but then I decided, I want to go into this thing. I want to go into this. And as I was growing those different things, building up those different things, I started projecting out what I would be doing, how much I'm making, how much time I have in free time. And it made no sense for me to, wake up early, do this, that, the other, go work out, come back, eat, do this, that, the other, and then have a mythology essay, a Civil War essay, hop on Chat GPT and type that bitch up.
You had so much going on with influencing stuff that college just became not even part of the picture.
It was one of those things that was
it was like a nuisance to what you're actually trying to do.
College is dope, don't get me wrong, but there's also, there's time and place for everything, and it wasn't worth anything in the time.
What was the first taste of maybe I really don't have to do this?
Well, it was, so I dropped out 3 weeks ago.
You can walk by and shit, don't worry. You gotta go in the kitchen.
I dropped out 3 weeks ago, and it was that month before that where I literally did not do a single bit of work. I just kind of let everything go down, which I definitely could have brought it back up. But then I figured out I could get a prorated refund. So
really?
I ended up paying a lot more this semester because they put me in an in-person class, but I could take it online because I had to have that class. So it was like $800 for the semester this time, and I got $600 back if I would have dropped that day.
Ooh.
Click that button immediately, got that bitch in my account.
Get
I was
that money
chilling.
back,
My parents were not very chill with it. You know how we had to give pay stubs for our apartment? I basically had to give pay stubs to my parents. And now I'm completely independent. Insurance, everything. They kind of just said, if you're out of our crib, I'm 20. I do my own taxes.
Bruh.
My parents are great. They're not dropping me or anything, but it makes sense that if you're not going to do with the things that they want or that they promote, you do your own.
And you knew that going in.
Sure,
you had those conversations with them before. They're just if you go ahead and do this, and this, that might be not the case for everyone. Everyone's parents and everyone's situation is going to be different, but they laid out I guess their rules or their expectations, and you were I'm going to do this. That's not what you want me to do, but understand this is what I want to do.
And then it's okay, if you're going to do that, then you have this as well. If you're going to go into the real world, you're going to have a real job. You're not a student anymore. You're an actual college dropout. College dropout. I did not want to be labeled that at all.
Because everyone else in your family has prestigious jobs that they got because they went to college, get their expensive degree, all that stuff.
That label changed over the years, college dropout.
It is fast.
Yeah,
I think about I dropped out to do what I'm doing now.
Right.
It's not I'm a fucking loser.
Yeah, it's not I'm a lazy fuck who can't do that shit. You know what I mean? I'm not enabled. But so I dropped out. I'm a fully financially independent, I guess.
That's crazy, bro. 20
person.
years old.
It's cool though, but we, a year ago today, or not a year ago today, but within the last year, we moved into a really shitty apartment because we were scraping floors. I say this all the time. We were scraping floors, barely making money to do it, and we were making it because it was just enough every time. And now I would say we're comfortable, and so it's we're living a homeless life with whatever we have coming in, and it's it's fun and it's nice because it's relaxing, because we're not having to pay for life as much as
that's the thing, bro. Bro, you're 20 years old. that's
it's stupid.
You're good. Trust me.
Shit's crazy.
But me and Ellie talk about it all the time. As long as you're not struggling, bro, you're good. Because if you're doing things that every day that's leading to, it's leading to something bigger, then you're fine.
Exactly.
As long as you're not fucking struggling. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm waking up, I'm doing something that's going to lead to more
For sure.
down the line, And that's
For
what
sure.
that's what I've been doing since I got here. Obviously my life changed a lot from when I got here till now. And that was from day to day doing these little things that over time become one big thing. And it brings you to a place where you're very comfortable,
Right.
which I'm still trying to get there, but it takes time. It's all part of the process.
For sure.
It's just, bro, a year ago today, like, I can't even think about.
What is
What?
that noise? I heard that noise.
Is that my
all the
throat?
It's just breathing.
time. I swear.
There we go.
Now
Oh, I
you're
got
good.
it out. Damn, that was my throat. That was
That was
crazy.
one of that was. I'm sorry.
But bro, a year ago today, like I think I was filming with Marco still.
Mm-hmm.
Like so much was different. Like so many things were different. But like, it's the same life. You know what I'm saying? It's the
Yeah,
same. I'm the same
exactly.
person.
Right.
I just a lot of things in my life changed because of the decisions I made in the last year, and it's led me here.
It really just goes to show you that like if you put your mind to it and you really like go in all in on yourself and realize that no one else is gonna make you do it except for yourself.
Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna reflect on my situation, like I was in college, I wasn't happy with it. I wasn't really telling anyone that I wasn't happy with it. I went to this retreat with someone. It was like a men's like retreat for like growth, business, stuff like that. And throughout that, I found that like what I was lacking was like the word that I like left with was courage. Like I didn't have the courage to tell my parents I'm done with college. I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah.
I don't have any satisfaction there. I think you probably lacked a little bit of that too. Just to be like, yo, mom, dad, this is not what I want to do anymore. Understand that like it's hard for you to understand because it's like social media stuff. But like once you got that, now you're living your own life. So
it's like a form of I want to say embarrassment, but like letting them down.
well, it's like
But meanwhile, you're trying to do something better. You know what I'm saying?
you're the first in your
Yeah.
family to do something off the path.
It's
Yeah.
like inevitable.
Or
It's
something.
like
My sister has like a city job and stuff.
Exactly.
You know, like I'm just like this fucking.
You're like
Move
the
to Texas,
first
fucking-
of your family line, generation of generation, to like do something different
Yeah.
than the normal.
For sure. But now like my cousin wants to do this stuff. You know what I'm saying? He wants to
and
buy
you're
a camera.
inspiring the next generation.
Exactly. But now they get it though. You know what I'm saying? So my cousin wants to buy a camera. You
So
know, wants
you're
to-
starting this new thing.
Yeah, but
in
they
your
look at him
family.
now like,
Exactly.
okay, yes, like we'll help you get the camera because Joseph's doing good
Right.
in Texas
Exactly.
and like
So be that change in your family. You
oh
know?
my God.
exactly.
no, that's literally how it is now, bro. Like
But then
I didn't have this plan growing up. I didn't go to college thinking like I want to be an influencer. It just all this stuff just happened, after college.
Exactly.
I picked up the camera, it led me here. Now like opportunities are endless now at this point because
Really. Yeah.
like you realize like bro, I literally can do anything I want if I just put the time in.
Exactly.
yeah, but that's all like. So the reason why I started, because you said like becoming an influencer just kind of like happened. No, like my January 1st resolution of last year was like I'm gonna be an influencer. Like I'm gonna like make that happen. It was like I want this many followers by
Like
this day.
literally influencer. Like
I think
wanna
you
be
spoke
an
a little bit
influencer.
about this in the last podcast, like as far as like
the
manifesting
words
it a little
I
bit.
put, and I have a Snapchat memory from right before New Year's hit. I was with my ex at a formal at her college.
Shout out to
And-
Zex.
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
We all have
Respectfully.
that one
Now this
story,
is-
bro.
See, this is terrible because all these exes are gonna be like, "Oh, who's me?" Yeah. So I was at this college. I was at a formal, and I have a video of me saying, "Fuck this school. I'm dropping out. I'm moving to Houston. I'm gonna be famous." And now, of course, my mindset's changed. It's not like I'm gonna be famous. It's more of like I have a purpose.
Yeah.
But
Success.
the idea was like, I'm gonna have clout. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do my own thing. Have the ego, and that was the mindset then. Of course, it's changed, but. That was the sole purpose to become an influencer. And then the dream was to just be an influencer, live life every day, to just post and all that stuff. And then it's
Yeah.
like, okay, what else can I do? What else can
Yeah,
I
because
do?
then listen, you get there. Well, not get there, but like you start living that life that you
You get more
thought of,
comfortable.
and you're like, all right, well, now what? You know,
Yeah.
got here.
There's definitely cycles to like of life, especially when you go kind of off like the normal path of like being uncomfortable, and then you start to get comfortable, and then
Right.
you can almost tell when there's a change coming up, and like
That's me right
obviously,
now,
like,
bro.
exactly. Like everyone doesn't know everything that's going on in everyone's lives right now, and that's just how it is. But like, we can sense there's another big change coming up here
100%,
very soon.
bro. It's happening for me right now.
Yeah.
You know, like it's inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
That's a crazy word.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
inevitable that I have to go to LA, right? If I want to continue
Mm-hmm.
working with YoungLA, if I want to continue doing what I do, because it's just not in Houston anymore, right? It's not. When Sush was here, it was very different, super different, right? And now it's like, all right, the company's growing. The company's in a way different place than it was
Exactly.
when Sush was here.
I mean, top 3 in the U.S. growing companies in 2022.
Yes, and I'm part of it,
Mhm.
but I'm not playing a big role right now being here,
Correct.
because it's not they don't really look for me for the big content anymore because there's not a lot of athletes here. And that's just a fact, you know. So I got to continue to grow with the company, and that's going to lead me to LA,
and
which
like,
is
at the end of the
another
day, like,
crazy change in my life.
When you're working for yourself, because I mean, you would say you work for yourself. I'd say I mean that's what
I work
do.
for
So
myself, but I'm employed obviously under.
You have
companies.
to. I don't want to say learn how to be selfish, but that's kind of how it is. Like you have to decide what's best for you. And a lot of the times when you get to these places, you make relationships, with people, you have friendships. You start going to like these like let's say AlphaLion. Like you're gonna miss AlphaLion. Like that's just how it is.
Yeah,
like, you
AlphaLion's
can't
dope,
change
bro.
that.
But I really like I don't make money off out. Like I
exactly.
don't, it's just.
But you have to
gym.
think selfishly for yourself that like I know that if I stay here, I'm gonna lose out on this, and obviously if I go, I'm gonna lose on this too. But like I just have to know that like, come the next 2, 3, 4 years of my life, this is what I feel like at the time I have to do in order to get there. And that might change. Who knows where you're gonna be in a year from now? But
but I just know for a fact that like. I'm stuck right now. Like where I'm at, there's no growth right now. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm still doing good, you know, but I'm kind of just flatlining.
Right.
I gotta do something that's gonna.
It's like a conversation I had with you the other week.
No, yeah, I love what I was like going to that. My mindset has changed like a motherfucker. I feel like I'm like numb to like a lot of emotions and relationships because I am so purely zoned in on like what's gonna benefit me, and it's so selfish, and it's so.
No, it's not, bro.
Well, I know it is. It's
no,
selfish,
it is selfish, but you have to be.
But I'm very happy
selfish.
to be selfish in that moment.
It's a form of selfishness that everyone needs to have in order to get the fuck to where you want to be.
And it comes down to little things. It's either before or after things happen. I'll be like, okay, I hate that I did this. I love that I did this. So like for example, I went to the rodeo, hung out with these guys, made a lot of cool connections with this, that, the other, and then I went to like a club afterwards. I was like, okay, that was the biggest waste of my time because that didn't benefit me. And it's like, is what I'm doing every single day going to benefit me in some certain way? Yeah. If it's not, then why the fuck am I doing it? And it's not always about like benefiting me, but is it going to benefit somebody, or is it going to like help anything, or am I just like sit on my phone?
Or help
scrolling
yourself,
TikTok?
you know? Did you like going out? I'm not saying it's bad for you, but like, did you at least enjoy yourself? See them.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why looking back at.
Were you around people were you around people that you want to be around?
To an extent. To an extent, I was around people that were fun, but it was also like one of those nights where it just wasn't worth my time.
Yeah, and I feel that. You know, like I could say the same thing. You know, you go home, and you're like, that was wasted energy. Like those people around me, I didn't really want to be with those people. I don't want to feel like this the way I feel in the morning. You know,
it's like part of like living this like life outside of the normal society though is like you're always gonna feel like you have to be doing something no matter what. Like it's like there's no chill time, but you almost need that chill time because if you go like 24/7 for like 7 days a week and you don't have time to go off your diet plan a little bit, go hang out, don't work all the time, like you're gonna go crazy. And we've all experienced that where it's just like you're burnt out and you don't want to do anything anymore. You're not motivated to do anything anymore.
Exactly. And then it affects your work, bro.
Exactly.
You think you're a workhorse, right? You work, but bro, you're not helping yourself. You're declining by doing that, bro. Yesterday, I swear to God, my screen time yesterday had to be like 40 minutes.
That's crazy.
Damn.
I went to Galveston, was at the beach. Yeah. Just like fucking thought about life, bro. Just fucking, it felt so weird to do something like that. I was like, damn, like this feels different. Like just my thoughts, like just me in my head, and like looking at shit differently, like looking at different things, not just get in my car, AlphaLion, home, shoot, home, eat, like, which is my life, but I love it, but.
You just changed your location for a little bit and kind of just like tuned out from the entire
bro.
world.
Just hearing different sounds, like hearing bird, like just the ocean. I'm just like, damn.
There's a bird outside. It was crazy.
I'm just like, this feels good to just feel different, see different, and like relax. And
that's why.
But then today, boom, right back to work. You know what I'm saying? It's that balance.
You can just click. Yeah. But that's why I love doing like personal training because I'm on my phone like never. Like I've had some days where I have like 8 clients.
And it forces interaction. It forces conversation, which is fucking amazing.
I'll go to bed, my phone's still at 80%. That happened the other day, and I was like, "There's no fucking way I just
charged up
my phone. There's no way I didn't charge it the whole day."
That's a new update, bro. It's a new update.
No, fuck the updates. They always make my phone die faster.
No, I feel you, bro. Dude, conversation is crazy, bro. Like just talking. Yeah. I was with a friend yesterday, like talking and just getting things out. It fucking felt amazing. Cause bro, I'm always just in my head. I spend a lot of time by myself, which is good, bro.
It's part of the job.
I'm an editor, you know. I edit shit, so I spend a lot of time just like me and a screen, and it's very,
lonely.
When you talk about it, it is lonely. But like, to talk is fucking awesome. To to talk about how you're feeling, to talk about like what's going on.
Do things outside of what you usually do and have some like fun and enjoyment other than
talk
like,
about something
work.
other than fucking work,
Right.
you know,
Literally.
other than what you do for a living.
Yeah.
Just talk about anything.
It does remind me of something that I saw on YouTube Shorts actually today. It was by one of the Tate brothers. Something that
There's no way you scroll through YouTube Shorts, bro.
I do.
You're one of those people.
I am
bro.
one of those
You're the
people.
reason why
Well,
I
he
monetize
makes YouTube
views.
shorts, so he's
Bro,
doing research.
He says, I choose to spend my money this way because that's just how I want to. He goes, I spend half of my money as if I'm going to die in 50 years and half of my money if I'm going to die in 50 days.
That's a fucking sick quote.
I think that's
That's
like
a really good quote.
because you know what, like it's safe to say like I'm comfortable with my money that I make. I think you guys are as well. Correct?
Well, comfortable for sure. Like
yeah.
I'm
you
not
can
struggling.
afford your expenses. Stuff
I do
like
what I
that.
gotta do. You know, like obviously there's plenty more room to grow, but yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And when it comes to money wise, like obviously like everyone's at different places and stuff like that, but like it's so hard to feel like okay to spend money, at least for me, like to go out and like buy a new pair of shoes or like stuff like that because it's like it's like a material thing or whatever. But like you got to think too, like you're not going to be here forever. You have to enjoy yourself a little. So it's like, you know, you're going to spend $200, $300, $400 at the club or whatever, you know, you do that. You're going to go make more money next week.
I look at it like that too. Like, yeah, like you said, like people are scared to book flights, you know, people are scared to fly places. Like bro, you'll spend $400 in the club, but you're scared to buy a plane ticket, you know, and go like see some new shit, meet some new people.
You have to spend money in order to make more money.
Hell yeah, bro.
As weird as it sounds, it's true.
Bro, those flights to Texas, like when I first came down here, you know, a lot of money at the time. It was summer, you know, like.
Money comes and goes. Time doesn't. Matthew Gift Podcast.
There you go. Bro, you can talk about the same thing because I came down here with $3,000 in my bank account. I got that shit all the way down to negative
Yeah.
before I got comfortable.
Yeah, no, that's literally me.
Yeah.
I babysat mine. That's all. The only job I ever did. I'm a very
babysitting is crazy.
Nah, dude, it was dope as fuck because I had 9 kids.
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, they're all cool as hell, and so it was like we'd all just go hit on the field. We all go go to the country club.
I know girls who literally that's their job.
So
like
let's
full
say
time.
It's a side hustle. Like
No,
it's
their
a full-time job.
That's
Yeah,
their
but
job.
Oh god.
Like,
So in
yeah.
3 weeks,
and they make great money.
In 3 weeks, it's terrible to say because those poor parents now know how much I made. But in three weeks, I made $3K. And I was working like 2 to 3 days. And I had like 9 kids at a time and whatever. After that $3K was made, I got an Airbnb, $2,000, paid gas, paid. I don't even know what all I bought. It was like I had to pay gas to get there. I had to pay $250 for a membership. I had to drive 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back, and then I picked up Elliot somehow. That dude lived in the fucking Airbnb with me. And it was like I was going into negatives. My money was going away. I was taking shitty pictures of people with a shitty camera, making like $60 a day randomly. It was just like out of nowhere. Got a job because I was broke and I was weird, and I didn't fuck with that. I was uncomfortable. When I'm uncomfortable, I feel weird. Like I wasn't in the right place, so it just felt weird.
You feel weird because like this is not me. Like,
well, I'm used to being babied. You know what I'm saying? So whenever I went to college, or whenever I went to Houston, it was like parents don't support me at all.
You felt like damn, I have to earn my own money.
Yeah, it's because I've always been given everything.
Which is
life.
Which is fine. Like
I know it's
feel
fine.
bad
It's
about
100% fine, but you can't live off.
You can't
that,
choose
you know
your upbringing. You know, like
Right.
you had a great upbringing.
No. I completely understand, but you have to understand when to like let go of the tit. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I went and it was like parents. Yeah, it was like
crazy sound effect.
I was like, you guys have got. I was like, let me go. I'm cool. Let me do my thing. Got the job. It was like they said, no, we don't have any jobs available, but you can come stand here and we'll pay you. I was like, bet. I stood there, wiped some tables here and there. Stood there for 4 hours every day.
Where was this?
Loft 18. My boy Ty owns it. So I would get to the gym at 8 a.m. I would work. I would stay there all day until 3 p.m. I would drive at 3 p.m. to work to be there at 4 p.m. I would stay there until 8 p.m. Drive back to the gym at 9 p.m. Get there at 9 p.m. And then I would stay there all night till midnight, and I would drive 30 to 45 minutes back to our crib. That was my day-to-day, every single day. And that was like how I grew, was because I spent all my time there constantly. Because it's not just like being at AlphaLion, but it's more of like being in the state of mind of people who are working harder than you. So I need to work harder. Blah, blah, blah. Went broke, got money, made $1,000 randomly from a YouTube video challenge. Told the guy I'm quitting the job. Got another Airbnb for the next month. Started making money. Things got comfortable. But it was like money comes and goes, time doesn't. I just threw away the $3,000 just to see what the fuck could happen. And that's literally the reason I'm at this table right now. Like if I
at this table right now.
Like I'm so serious. Think about it like this. I thought you were It Visual Media until I fucking came to Houston.
It's crazy.
I wouldn't know It Visual Media. You know, LT Visual. How often do people say It Visual Media?
All the time.
Yeah.
I'll never understand it, bro.
I can understand it because I thought it was It
It's
Visual
just
Media.
lowercase I. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Just read the bio, man. It's right there. It's right there.
Literally. But yeah, without that $3,000 just throwaway or not, whatever the risk, I wouldn't be in the place I'm here. I wouldn't, know a random tattooed emo guy next to me.
Fuck you, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
It's also safe to say, like, the people you surround yourself. I know we talk about this on like not every single podcast, but a lot.
We do.
The people you surround yourself with matters almost more than anything, because
100%,
truly, if I did not have not met Matthew, or I didn't go up to Joe in the gym when he got off the Stairmaster all sweaty and shit and talk to him,
going hard
I wouldn't be here where I was now. Truly. So I mean, thank you guys, like, truly, because
100%.
both of you guys changed my life, and you both know that, and I both told you that multiple times. But
yeah, Elliot filmed awesome YouTube videos for me. My favorite one I watched last night. I was showing some friends, and we looked at it, and it was literally me looking through a first aid kit looking for gauze because we were out of toilet paper. So I used one. I was a one.
That's
white
how broke
chump.
we were, bro.
That's how broke we were. We didn't have fucking toilet paper, so I was a one white
gauze.
chump. Yeah, with a fucking piece of gauze.
Dude, that's nasty.
I was freaking the fuck out.
Hope you wash your hands.
Hey, it's like we had the gauze
like,
on
nah,
our
we have
Airbnb, bro. Like, Harry and Dorian had to share a room. Like, it's just all these things that, like,
Like we shared
Oh,
underwear.
Yeah. Bro, it's just part of the journey, bro.
Pause.
It's part of the journey, bro. It's just,
Sure.
and I like sharing the story. I share it all the time because, like, I know motherfuckers can relate to it.
Mhm.
You know, if you're watching this like in your fucking college dorm right now, you don't want to be there, or like you're watching it in your apartment that you're struggling to pay. Like, bro, like, it's part of the process. Like,
Exactly.
There's nothing good comes easy. Promise that.
you might feel like you're in the shittiest situation ever in your life right now, and you may be, sad, down, depressed. Your girlfriend broke up with you. You lost your job. You just don't like where you are at in life.
All that at the same time.
But you have to know that once you get to where you want to be in life, you're gonna look back and you're gonna appreciate that, because it's not like I want to go back and relive that. But I remember nights sleeping on the floor on my mattress in his fucking living room in his 1-bedroom studio apartment, sleeping on my buddy Adam's carpet with just a blanket, and that was it, because I had nothing.
It's not that bad, the carpet.
But like,
Yeah, bro. At least
it makes you appreciate those.
Fucking grateful. Goddamn.
Okay. No, I know. Go.
Yeah, but like,
No, yeah.
it makes you appreciate those moments
100%,
more,
bro. And you realize that shit had to happen, bro. I said
Exactly.
this a million times on this podcast. Like, the shit I went through sucked in the moment.
Mhm.
But looking back, I'm like, okay. That shit happened. It made me fucking stronger. It made me realize this. It made me realize I never want to do this. It made me realize I should be doing this. Like, then you start breaking down everything and realize, like, all right, all happened for a reason.
One thing I wish I would have considered going into college. I mean, I feel like everyone should go to college for the first year and then experience it and then go on.
Mm-hmm.
That's my personal thing. But if you're sincerely unhappy with where you are, I've always thought like it'd be so dope, because like if you're you're chilling, let's say your parents are paying your rent at the time and you're down bad, don't have a job, randomly call something in fucking South Carolina. Hey, Charleston Bakery. I would love to get a job. Will you hire me? I'll be there in 2 weeks. Yes. Boom. Get an apartment there. Your parents pay your first month. Have a job. Go back and forth. See new places.
Yeah.
Understand what you want to do. Learn what you want to do.
You
have
never
these new
know. Your
experiences.
soulmate could be out there, and she or he could be
be a
20
Charleston
hours
Better in that
away.
bun in that fucking bakery right there.
She could be like working the register at the bakery.
Literally.
And you're back there whipping up cookies and shit.
Oh God, and she's like low key like a Bitcoin millionaire, and then boom, sugar mama. You know what I'm saying?
You don't gotta work.
You never know what you gonna meet. Like literally.
Nah, I feel you though, but that comes with getting. We said this a million times too, but like getting out of your hometown. Go see shit, go do something. Even people that just travel to AlphaLion. Like people that we met some guy. I think it was from like Austin or Dallas. Took the trip because he wanted to like meet Sush and like.
Yeah.
Like that's cool, bro. Just get yourself out there. Fucking meet people. Go up to someone. You never know who you're gonna meet and what they could do for you.
I think everyone before the age of, I'd say at least 25, needs to go live somewhere else for at least a year.
Yeah, dude. I tell my
100%.
friends all the time, come visit, and there's always like, work, like my schedule. I'm like, yes, but like, work's only gonna get. You're gonna work more. Your schedule's only gonna get busier. You know what I'm saying? You have to. Yeah, you gotta like, fucking pull the trigger at some point.
Because how many people do you know besides you that came here, and they decided I don't know, never going back, but they came here.
Everybody,
and,
bro.
Exactly.
Literally everybody. Like, dude, when I first came down here, I had to take off work to come here.
Mm-hmm.
I
It was
worked-
an inconvenience to you. Lost out on money to come here. Yeah.
Yes, and that's part of it. Like, I tell people that want to visit, I'm like, yo, your schedule's not gonna get any easier. Like,
Exactly. You can fucking miss a couple classes.
I'm like, bro, like yeah, exactly. There's never gonna be a right time. Like, oh, this is the time I can come. Like, dude, like, no, you gotta make the time, and then I promise you, it's gonna be worth it. Like, even if, like, you get something out of it, I promise you. Traveling, getting out of your fucking.
And even if you realize that you come to this place, it doesn't necessarily be here anywhere.
Yeah.
And you realize that this is not for me. This is not what I want to do.
Tried it.
You're still better off because you tried it,
Yeah.
and you know that like now I can try something else. That works for a lot of stuff.
Exactly. And then you're not scared to take risks.
Exactly.
And bro, you just never know. You never know who you're gonna meet.
Exactly.
Get the fuck out of your hometown. Go catch a flight.
Okay.
Let's hop on live.
All right.
I don't want to make this a super long Potter.
Yeah.
Somewhat short Potter.
No, it's so fun because like even people still at like my college will make like little meme Snapchat posts. And I think that shit's so funny because I'm
Don't like
literally
that.
doing like the dream thing that has always been like my dream thing, and then
Don't like that. No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I really
Because,
hate
bro,
it.
but your dream is different than other people's dreams.
Well,
you know?
yeah,
They
for
look
sure.
at you like, that's stupid.
I just hate the
But you're
idea.
like, no, fuck you.
Like there's people out there that hate on someone chasing after something that the other person is afraid to chase after.
Mm-hmm.
And it may not be that one dream, but it may be like a dream. So like mine was like this is like what I'm doing right now is like the ultimate. Yo, that'd be fucking crazy if I did some shit. It'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go skydiving, just jump off randomly. Like that's just like, oh, I could. That'd be crazy. Yeah, somehow it worked.
I stopped saying like nothing's crazy to me anymore.
No, this shit's still fucking crazy. It's
Really?
Yeah, it's extremely fucking crazy
I don't
because
know.
the dream was like, I work out all the time and that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, okay, well, the dream job is like be a doctor of physical therapy kind of thing, do that. And I was like, okay, well, the stars are over there. And then it just kept working and working. But the people that like hate on something, like of someone just chasing an extreme dream, it just doesn't make sense. Like,
I know what you're saying.
there's just I'm trying to like think of so many examples. Like it was like me in high school playing baseball, people would make fun of it. Me at college in a fraternity, people would make fun of it.
Nah,
Me
hating on
being
baseball is
here right
crazy.
now, posting things on their Snapchat stories, and I get sent them. I'm like, yeah, I really just don't give a fuck.
You gotta stop caring, bro.
Like, you also gotta understand that, I mean, this is me personally. A lot of the people that make fun of you are probably still just drinking right now, hanging out with their friends, sleeping with the same people, just living a stagnant life, repeating life over and over, same classes, same
Sleeping
days.
with the same people is crazy.
No, that's so facts that I just thought of a name in my head when I said that. That's why I said it so perfectly.
Let me get
I was
someone in here. Nah, I feel you, bro.
Not saying I sleep. Fuck. All right.
Harry will be back sooner than you all think.
Okay, returning to legacy loading.
The
Very
return.
soon.
All right, yo.
I feel like they were literally like just here.
Yo!
Bro, I remember this guy. He's been on here before.
Oh, bro, we had you on here. Nah, bro got the light set up.
Yes, sir.
Bro got the light set up on him.
Do you get the ring? Do you turn the ring light on?
Put the ring light on. What's going on, dude? What are you up to?
Just hanging, man. What
All
about
right,
you?
chilling, bro. We got Elliot. We got SCRIV.
Yo.
You got a
Yo, yo.
you got a question that all three of us can answer?
I do. So, this is
Pretty good, bro.
I've been thinking about the last one, man, since we chatted last time.
Yeah.
Does he remember what episode he was on?
Here's one of my questions
I don't
for you guys. So, a lot of young people
Yeah.
are living these fast lives, right?
Yep.
We're getting everything that we wanted at such a young age that how are we going to be satisfied when we're older if we're getting something that we've always wanted so young? If that makes sense.
That is, bro. I think about that all the time.
You know what I mean? Because if you're getting everything you want at 20 years old, what is there to strive for or want when you're 50 or 60? You know?
That's I think the problem right now. Not a problem. It's a good problem, you know.
Fast lifestyle.
Now,
I look at someone like Jerm, right? Jeremy Foster, right? That dude is fucking 19, man. You know, he's 19 years old and he's already on YoungLA. He's already been on trips. He has his own merch. He's doing everything already, and he's 19. So it's like you're right. You almost become like it's hard to satisfy you because you.
One thing I always think about is like Brandon. Like this dude is like going from Lamborghinis to Mercedes to this to that
Yeah.
to everything. Just boom, 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 boom. Like
Yeah.
what's there to, you know what I mean? What is there to satisfy that thirst? You know?
Yeah, no, I agree, but I think he got to that point too where he realized that's why he went to LA, you know, because he's like, you know what, I got to take it to the next level. I want to become a boss. I want to become bigger than just an influencer, and it's just never ending leveling up, you know, and it's hard to relate to that right now. Pretty fun, obviously, but. You know, even me, right? Like I could say I'm living my dream right now, right? I do what I love every day. I moved, I quit my job, but even me, someone like me at that point, I'm like, bro, I gotta do more. You know, I gotta level up even more. And that's just that proud but never satisfied, like the fucking CG quote, which everyone knows. And I live by that, you know. It's never ending cycle of leveling up, learning more, doing more, and just never getting comfortable. You know? What do you guys say?
Yeah, kind of on that thing. I feel like there's different levels of life where you can be satisfied. Oh, hello.
Yeah, hold up,
Where you can be satisfied with different things, or it's like there's a level of satisfaction for each level of your life. Let's say right now my dream car. I got my dream car. Let's say, of course, you know, it wasn't like a Lamborghini. It wasn't this crazy thing, but maybe in the future there's like a whole different level of satisfaction I want to reach. I don't think there's ever like a satisfied thing, but I'm very happy with the things that come like along the way. That makes sense. So like getting a lot of cool things young and experiencing a lot of cool things like young is great, but I feel like there's never like an actual point of like a finish point or like there's checkpoints. There's never a finish point, and you just keep going and going and going because there's always, like you said, there's leveling up. You know, like you're going to LA, you're trying something else, you're gonna be a boss, not an influencer. There's just always more to do. And the more that you like advance, the more you understand there's more and more and more to do. You never really cap out. There's always more to come, if that makes sense.
You got something to say, Elliot?
See, yeah, I'll have you hold it just because it's the audio. But like, this will be quick. But like, it's hard for me not to live in the present, like right now. I'll be honest, because just based on like being young, I'm only 21. Matthew's 20. Joe's like 20, 25, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's hard not to live in the present, especially when you live in this kind of life where it's like, I'm not going to college, I'm not working a 9-to-5 job, stuff like that. Where like, I don't want to say I'm thinking only on a day-to-day basis or like a week-to-week basis, but it's hard for me to think like, what am I going to be doing 5 years from now? What am I going to be doing 10 years from now? Because my life totally changed in 6 months. I'm not even doing anything like close to what I was doing. So I do think at some point, like these younger people, like he's mentioning Germ, he's mentioning Sush, Matthew's talking here, like, it has to get to a point where you have to start thinking of your future, like how you're going to set yourself up for the future. And that's part of the reason why, like you said, Brandon moved to LA. He started Boulevard because for a lot of these influencer type people, having a code is you're not going to be 40 years old pushing a code realistically, right? That's just not how it works. So you have to create something for yourself. And that's just like, you know, something I need to work on definitely too, as far as like, you know, getting to think more in the future versus more in the present.
Hell yeah, bro. I'll say one more thing. To me, right? It's like the more good things I do, the more successful I become, right? I actually care more about now just sharing the experiences with other people. This is something Sush spoke about, right? It's like, yeah, he's making so much money, right? He's killing it. But he's like, well, all I really want to do with that money now is like share it with my friends, go out and like do stuff with them, take care of Eric, like do something nice for Eric, because you get to a point where you did everything for yourself, you know, you're satisfied. Exactly. And then you start getting more satisfaction out of taking care of the people you care about. You know, that's where I want to get to. I want to get to a level where I could fucking retire my mom, retire my dad. Like, oh, my sister needs something? Here you go. I got you. Because that's where I'm going to get satisfaction from down the line.
I feel that more than material items.
100%, bro. Listen, material things are great. You know, obviously, I want a sick car down the line. I want to get my truck. I'm going to get it.
Raptor.
But after that, it's like, all right, I'm good. I got the truck. I want, like, now I want to take care of my sister. You know, now I want to do this for this person. I want to start an organization. Like, that's the goal. That's what everyone's goal should be, you know?
You get it for sure.
Hopefully we just hit the mark. That was dope. Good responses.
Yeah, that was good.
My dude.
I was thinking about this too because I listened to your last podcast, bro.
Yeah.
And I want to let you know that this is my favorite podcast.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
And I listen every week and I look forward to your podcast every week. And I know you're saying like, oh, I don't have the biggest platform or 700 views or whatever. Dude, that is so sick. And
I know.
I just think you're killing it, bro. And I love to listen, bro.
1 year today.
Good job, man.
Dude, you don't know how much I appreciate that, bro. Because this episode is going to be the 1 year of Legacy Loading. 1 year ago, we filmed the first episode. And that's literally the first thing we said when in the intro. You'll hear it when you watch it. I was just like, bro, like we've come so far, and obviously the views went down a little bit, right? It's not as popping as it was when we had the big guests, but I do it for the people like you. You know what I'm saying? I do it for the people that get value from the podcast, and they watch no matter what. That's who I do it for. I don't make any money from this podcast, bro. And I do it because I love it, and I love sharing my message, entertaining people, teaching people things, motivating. And to hear that from you it's it's just more fuel to the fire for me. So I appreciate you, bro.
100%, bro. God got some plan for you and got some plan for us first all, man. And this podcast is gonna be successful no matter what, bro.
Hell
Amen,
yeah, my
brother.
dude. Dude, I appreciate you so much, bro. Thank you, bro.
Thanks for having me on again, man.
Yes, sir. Stay in touch, man. Appreciate you.
All right, bro.
That was the best live ever.
That was dope.
It was dope,
Dude.
yeah,
That's fucking crazy. Like, we just said all that in the beginning of the pod. It's like you fucking heard it.
exactly.
That's nuts, bro. Shout out to... Dude. Shout out Captain America. That was his IG. Captain America. Johnny America.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Johnny, man. I know you're watching this.
See, I was trying to think of a question that we could end the podcast with, because usually we end it with, like, you know, what is your legacy? What do you want that to be? Or, like, if people have already been on, like, what's your next goal in those, like, 3 months or whatever? But, like, I want to do something more challenging than that because, like I said, or like we talked about, like, everyone's kind of at a challenging period in their life where they're starting new things are upon us, stuff like that. So, I don't know, maybe you guys have something that you come up with, but, like, what's, like, something you can do within the next week that will, I guess, help you to kind of put yourself in the right direction for the next 3 to 6 months?
I would say the day I had yesterday, bro. I'm not going to lie. Like, going to the beach, fucking phone off, like, that shit literally helped my brain so much.
Mm-hmm.
I, like, disconnected, and it felt so fucking good because it's always go, 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 go. My brain is, like, mush. And I just, like, literally disconnected from the world and just locked in. And I really thought about what I need to do, like, for this next big change. Because I know it's coming. Dude, my voice making that weird.
No, you're good. You're good.
Like, that big change is coming, right? I had my big change. I quit my job, moved here to Texas, right? But now it's time for the next big change.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's time. Like, I'm
And
ready.
taking your time yesterday, like, learning the lesson, like, yo, sometimes I need to step back, kind of just get it all out there, share everything that's kind of going on in my head with someone. And now that I know that, that's what like helps me a lot. That sets me
100%.
up in a better place.
Yep.
So now that being said, so what's a lesson that you feel like you need to learn, that you need to go through or something like that to set yourself up for the next part of your, I guess, career, life journey?
Well, one next step. One thing that I thought about is not that I procrastinate things, but I don't plan too far ahead of time. Like, I have a schedule. I need to be here at this time. I need to do this at this time. But I definitely can allow myself to prepare for things better. For example, if I don't have any sessions till 4 o'clock, I may not even think about any social media work or any kind of work until 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock.
That's good.
Well, I mean, it is good, but I do need to put more time into other things. Like, you know, I have really bad ADHD. While you're on the call, on the live just now, I was looking at your little ring thing, and I just thought if I had that in my birthmark, if it would just spew blood. My ADHD is crazy, for example. So, like, I was saying, like, I need, like, an hour a day to just sit by my computer and to give myself the ADHD moments of getting distracted, but also having an hour to just probably work for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then get whatever I need to get done. So, like, for example, I have, like, a video I need to get done today, or I have this contract I got signed today, and I can actually not stress, and not procrastinate. I wouldn't say it's completely procrastinating, but I can get a lot more ahead of my.
No, I feel you. What about you, Elliot?
I don't know. It's difficult because I feel like what I would like to say is, like, that I must want to be able to get to a point where I can stop. I don't say, like, having my past kind of affect, like, where I feel like I can, like, grow to or something like that. But, like, especially when it comes to, like, relationship with people, whether it's, like, meeting new people, new business ventures, stuff like that wise, just based on how I, like, had things happen in the past with, like, previous relationships, friends, stuff like that, where things ended not so well. It is hard for me to, like, I don't know, I don't say, like, open up to people, but, like, be open to new opportunities of new things because
You got your guard up.
my buddy Adam, he talked about it. I was having a conversation with him the other day about it. Like, he's like, you never know, bro, because this opportunity, like, whether that's whatever, like, job, for the people listening out there, like, whether it's job, relationship, like, you never know, like, what that could turn into if you never, like, try.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. That's literally where I'm at right now.
And, like, it's hard because you don't want to get, like, you don't want to lose. You don't want to, like, get your heart broken. You don't want to, like, you know, feel like shit.
Yeah.
Because you know from the past, like, that's what happened the last time you tried something new, you met someone new, and it didn't work out. But you have to know and try that this might be something. I don't know how to say it. Like,
No, you're spinning right
you know
now.
what I'm saying, though, right?
Bro,
Exactly,
It's where I'm at right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's literally exactly where I'm at. I went through shit, you know, like, been through fucked up shit. And it's like, all right, what, are you just never going to let anybody in?
Mm-hmm.
What, you're never going to try something new? See?
Yeah.
Because guess what? You're going to blink and be fucking 38, fucking single, and like you
Alone.
never let anyone in because you're so scared of what could go wrong, you know. And it's no matter what, it's fucking scary.
Yeah.
No matter what, it's gonna be scary. Like, but bro, if you never try, that's not just relationships, like anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my mom told me that. Me and my mom talking about that. She was just like, you know, like, you talking to anybody? Like,
Every time my mom calls, bro.
even Giordani, like me and Giordani talked about it a little bit too.
Yeah,
He's like, bro, like it's good to maybe you need that, you know, you let your guard down a little bit, bro. You're so like, no.
It's
Because
another way you're making yourself uncomfortable again.
Yeah, bro. You keep your guard up for too long, then you're literally
Exactly.
just covered by a fucking shield. Like you're unaccessible,
Mhm.
and that's not good. That's not
Yeah.
good for you. So it's tough, but keep the guard up too long, and then before you know it, you're
38 and single.
38 and lonely and
McDonald's.
eating a Big Mac.
So DM her or him.
Yeah,
If you're
you know?
a female watching this.
It's, hopefully, a lot of people can relate to that because that's
Yeah.
what I'm experiencing right now in my life.
Exactly.
So
It's cool.
that was a great pod.
Yeah.
Unexpected
something
like
different.
fire pod. Like this was
Like
a great.
there was
ass
a
pod.
lot of like different topics
Yeah.
that like all kind of connected at the end, but like
Yeah,
you know?
we kind of threw this one together to
Yeah.
just get the episode out
It's
for you
cool.
guys, but it was actually a really, really good episode.
yeah,
Good
I mean,
conversation.
you got to tell a little bit more about what's going on with you right now and like stuff like that, and hopefully like I think it is interesting to think too that like not only do people watching the podcast take something away from it, but now I'm gonna take something away from this podcast just by
me
sitting
too.
here and talking.
Yeah, it felt good.
Exactly.
It feels good to talk, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I made a podcast.
Right? Like you're gonna take something
Completely.
away from this. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
I like talking.
podcast, bro.
Yeah, I know
Helps
you
me
like talking,
unleash
bro.
So
Emotions.
yeah, 1 year of legacy loading.
Cheers to one
I
beer. No one else has
appreciate-
got a drink besides me, but
I had 2 monsters already, so you guys know me. But I seriously, you're watching this, you're new, you're from day one. Like, thank you. Seriously, this I love this podcast. And without Elliot, it's not possible.
yeah,
And
I appreciate the opportunity.
We're gonna be back. Harry will be back. It's all gonna come together. I promise. But I'm just happy that we kept it going, and we're gonna look back at this, you know, the 1 year anniversary, and be like, damn, we've come so far.
Yeah.
Because I envision this pod with a studio. I envision it with multiple angles. I envision it with guests, sponsors, like
all that. We're gonna be
everything, bro.
this podcast is sponsored by Blue Chew. You guys ever?
Yep. Fair warning, right now, there Blue Chew's coming, bro. Obviously, right now, I don't make. I do want to make money from this pod, but I don't care right
I
Yeah.
just
now.
want
You
some
know what I'm
Blue
saying?
Chew, honestly.
And I would love Blue Chew. That'd be fucking fire. I'm gonna order some Blue Chew actually. I want to test it out just before we get the sponsorship.
I'll just slide you some.
Because I'm gonna
salads
manifest that
before I do.
sponsorship. I'm gonna manifest that shit. But yeah, Spotify. If you're listening, leave a review. Helps out a lot. Like the video on YouTube. Comment helps us out a lot. We
subscribe button
appreciate
because
it.
if I go look at the analytics and I see
Yeah.
over 50% of people ain't subscribed,
Yeah. You're gonna find you.
I'm not like that, but like we talked about in the podcast, there's something you're gonna take away from this. Like I don't know who's listening to this. I don't know who needs to hear this, but like if you listen all the way through this podcast, I know each and every one of you are gonna get something out of this
Yeah. You took
because
something away.
no matter what podcast it is, every single person that's on the podcast has something different about them in their life. They have different views or different values or something, and they're all going to share it, and you're going to connect with something like that, and you're going to get something out of that.
Something
Because
to take away.
if it weren't for this podcast, I wouldn't be here today, and who knows, in a year, that could be you.
Yeah.
So
Fucking mic drop.
there we go.
Bro's on his shit tonight. Fuck.
Yeah, you're on your. This is your pod tonight, bro. I was just guest
Yeah.
tonight,
Sorry, Mom.
but yeah. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah. Try to throw that in there at the end because I know
That's
she's
crazy.
watching.
What's up?
Episode 49.
Mom
We'll
Elliot.
see you.
All right. See you guys in episode 50 coming up.
Damn.
Whoa, that's kind of crazy.
Legacy.
All right.
Loading.
See you
Bye.
guys next
Love
one.
you.
Peace.